All
Facts.
right, so let's move on to comeback player of the year. So AJ, last year
Mm-hmm.
you had Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
All right, and last year I had Anthony Richardson.
Oh,
All
oh, that's
right,
ugly. That's filthy. That is filthy.
so we both were wrong, obviously. So
Mm-hmm.
who is your comeback player of the year?
So I went back and forth with a few guys this year. I thought about a
I
couple of
think we're gonna agree
guys.
right here. Go ahead.
I don't know because I think I might have thrown a wrench in it with this one. I'm going with CMC.
Oh,
I'm going with CMC this year.
I like
I
that
think
one.
CMC is going to win comeback player of the year. Obviously, he dealt with all of the
I like that
injuries
one.
that he dealt with last year. Had a very down year. And I'm not gonna lie, to make some of these decisions, I'm going through the odds and I'm just seeing the names of the people that people think is gonna be in that conversation. And when I got to his name, I just got stuck on it. Cause I'm like
Mm-hmm.
CMC is one season removed from being ridiculous. Just dominating in the run game, in the pass game, being really the
Mm-hmm.
driving force of the 49ers that was just in the Super Bowl. Like he's 1 year removed from that. The only thing that slowed him down was injury. This year they're saying he's incredibly healthy. He's probably they say he's one of the more healthier guys in camp this year. He looks fresh, he looks fluid, he looks hungry. The 49ers have a super easy schedule this year, like we always
Yeah.
point out. So he's gonna have his opportunities within the offense to go out there again, running the ball and catching the ball out of the backfield to dominate. In order for the Niners to do what I think they're gonna do, this kind of ties together with where I have the Niners in the NFC this year. But in order for the Niners to do what I think they had the potential to do this year, he's gonna again have to be the driving force, especially because you don't have Debo. Brandon Ayuk is not healthy at the moment, right? So you're relying on some guys in the passing game that you're not typically accustomed to relying on. And so really, it's gonna be the CMC show. It's gonna be the CMC show. It's gonna be Brock Purdy and CMC. You know what I'm saying? So I got CMC winning comeback player of the year. I just think the opportunities, like I said about these other guys, the opportunities are going to be there. And I think it's just set up, long as he's healthy, I think it's set up for him to have a dominant season.
I like that pick. I mean, especially the 49ers climb up to the standards high like they
Mm-hmm.
used to be doing. So, but I'm going to go with Aiden Hutchinson.
See,
I, I
I
know,
was this close. I was this close. I was this close, Miles.
yeah. I think Aiden Hutchinson, I told you in training camp what they said about him. They had to put a rule. I forgot what it's called. I should have looked it up before I came on the show. But they had to put a rule when if he comes in contact with the quarterback, keep the play going.
Mm-hmm.
That's how crazy he was in training camp. So and I know the Detroit Lions offensive lineman has gotten it's different. They got a couple of guys that's new, but I'm pretty sure they will have a decent O line, and for him to dominate like that, it's crazy. So I think he's come out for vengeance. He don't like seeing his team go down with 15 guys in IR. Saw what we did to him. You know what I mean? And I know he's thinking like, man, if I was there, we would have won the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then he started off the year on track to win Defensive Player of the Year. So I'm going to say he will be the best player coming back. But CMC though is tough. I'm like I could definitely CMC if healthy should be the favorite. I'm gonna
He
say that right
should. He
now.
should.
But I'm worried about his health, and I'm gonna go with Aiden Hutchinson though. CMC is
Aiden
good
Hutch-
though.
Aiden Hutcherson is the favorite, if I'm not mistaken, to win. But when I
Oh
got to
yeah.
scrolling, he the favorite right now. I think on like FanDuel, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the
Okay.
one I was on FanDuel. But when I scrolled and I saw CMC, I'm like,
You had to scroll to see CMC. That's crazy.
yeah, bro. I had to scroll. I think he was like fourth or fifth. I had to go back and look, but he wasn't. I don't think he was number two. I remember having to look like, oh, CMC. I forgot about him too. Like, oh, and I thought about the schedule and the things they got going on at receiver. And the offense,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, hey, the offense that they run, he gonna get his touches. He CMC, and
and
he
they
healthy.
went and got B Rob. So like you said, a
Yeah,
situation of receiver, they could throw him in a slot a few times.
I forgot about the B Rob dish, and I shouldn't have because he's on my fantasy team. So,
You
but
got
yeah,
both of them
man.
right.
Yeah. I got both of them. Thinking B Rob gonna be playing for the Commanders, which reminds me, we got something to talk about. But we gonna wait. I'm gonna say that for later. I'm gonna say that for later. I'm gonna say that for later. I'm gonna say that for a little later in the show. But I got both of them. You know what I mean?
That's
And
actually good
so,
though.
yeah, right. So I'm thinking, especially in our league, you get points from carries. So it's gonna be like I said before, it's gonna be some weeks where I start them both, and I get
Mhm.
everything coming out of the Niners backfield this year. That's gonna be crazy.
Some would happen at CMC. You got B Rob.
And,
So
exactly. So we shall see. But before we move on, Hutchinson, boy, like I said, I picked him to win Defensive Player of the Year this last year, so I didn't
You
necessarily
did.
want to pick him for this award this year. It's like I don't want to double down on another. And I know it's a different award, but still, I didn't want to. I didn't want to double dip in the old prediction.
You were
But
close last year, and
I
he
was
never got hurt.
close. If he didn't get hurt, he was on that
Yeah.
trajectory I was talking about, and he could easily do it this year. So I like that pick. I like that pick a lot.
Hmm.
Coach of the Year.